Ladies and gentlemen, it's A-List Alverson, the unauthorized voice of the Foundation Promo League, welcoming you to the final episode of Blueprint before Fate. We have got title matches, tag matches, mystery opponents, the whole nine coming up tonight, and we're going to get things kicked off with, as you might recall, we had 4 members of the Young Gunner tournament last week going at each other, and now the other half is going to go into battle. So join us as we get this diggery kicked off the shins with the Holy Hootenanny tag team of Ramboa and El Guapo taking on Canadian Crippler Gene Emerson and Elijah McFly.
Donuts on the beat.
I knew you'd come. Alright, Wop, let's get you this much needed W. See, today's gonna be a walk in the park, even for someone like you. See, today we face Edison and the up-and-coming Elijah McFly.
His name is Emerson, you dumbass. Did you not watch Blueprint last week? Did you not see me come off with a W?
Wappy, come on, don't be like that. It's okay. I'm not judging. Most people go through this. Keep your chin up. Come on. Let's see that chin up. The truth will set you free. Repeat after me. Losing to Ramboa at Hope and losing to Vagabond somehow in a 1v1 versus Bucky does not define me.
God, I hate you.
Well, you're not my favorite Wop either. But we're bound to each other today. So let's go to work. Alright, enough. Just tell me about Edison.
Emerson, you know what? You're right, honestly. What has he done to have a notable career here at the Foundation besides losing consistently? I mean, who the hell invited him to the tournament anyway?
Somehow, I could feel Faison's disapproval shining down from heaven.
You're still an asshole. But do you really think McFly's up and coming?
Pause.
Do you really think McFly's up and coming?
Wappy. I don't think. I believe in McFly.
Oh, here we go.
I believe in McFly. I believe he can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. He'll spread those wings and fly away.
Okay, enough.
I believe he can soar.
Ramboa, focus.
Hater.
What? I don't hate. In fact, he is a party animal.
But I party like a rock star. I'm flying out 20, looking good in my hot car. You know don't be out.
That boy McFly is alright. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be the one that I'm defeating in the finals.
Jerk.
Loser.
You do love them easy W's, don't you?
Okay. I do like them easy. Sure. But if I was going to choose the easiest, I would have chose Madison. Wop.
Madison? What did I tell you about watching Korn before you do a promo? It just warps your mind.
I don't even know what that means. we're getting sidetracked again, WAP. Let's get this promo back on track. Let me indulge you. Why do you think that you're going to win?
Why do you think I'm going to win, you ask? Because McFloozy and Madison can't lace up my promo boots even if I pre-tied it for them.
They make promo boots? I didn't even know that. Why? Well, I'll tell you while I'm winning. I'm winning because I am going to defeat everyone in this tournament one by one. And that's why you're looking at the next Foundation World Champion.
El Wapo and the self-appointed king. The king that, yes, has won some trinkets here in Foundation. Well, as me and Elijah McFly team up, and here's the funny thing. Yeah, even though I might not like Elijah and Elijah may not like me, we can still put our differences aside, come together to beat the likes of the two of you. Because you see, you self-appointed king, you have a partner in El Wapo. And at any moment, El Wapo can go ahead and screw you. Because he's done that to many, many others. So let's start there, El Wapo. You're the one guy that will do anything to become something in this industry. I hands down, I give it to you. But you screwed partner over partner, time and time again, El Wapo. All that makes you is somebody not to be trusted. All that makes you is somebody who is sleazy and cheesy. All that makes you is somebody that doesn't show up, show out, or showcase the reason why he's very best in this industry. No, it showcases you why you're the very scummy in this industry. Elijah McFly over here, I can at least say that he goes out from promo E-Fed to promo E-Fed and showcases why he's the very best that he is. While I show up and I show out and I showcase why I'm the very best that I am. Why here tonight, the house will win because you're in house rules, boys. Now, the self-appointed king, don't get me wrong or get it twisted. I understand that you've made somewhat of a home here in Foundation, but that's okay. Because, you know, it's guys like me and it's guys like Elijah who will lay the foundation, will build the home, and not get the comeuppance, not get the respect that they're deserved. And you will forget about these people because you believe that they're not owed anything, that they're not remembered, that they're not at the same height or same level as you. Well, let me tell you something, you self-appointed king, you. I'm better than you. You're not on the level of the two devils. You're not on the level of myself and Elijah McFly. As we go around here, at least with the dignity and the respect that's been put on our names, people know us and they come out in droves to flock to watch guys like ourselves. Because we entertain the people, and regardless of how anybody else wants to play it, if you beat one of us or we beat you, you mean something in this industry. We put some luster, some oomph into your name. So here tonight, we make you two guys famous for the next 8 minutes. We make you guys famous for the next little bit. But we're going to bring you down to reality, hard core reality that you need to know that the two of you are going to bear and batter like a two old married couple and not get nowhere because you can't get past your own noses. You can't get past your own egos, and you can't get past the two guys that are very much better than you have kicked your ass here tonight. So with all that being said, with all that being done, just remember that the house always wins, and yet you're not better than the devil himself. Now, Elijah McFly, take it from here, Daddy, because I think I've already seized the moment.
Living under
that you're bad, cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said, we become the walking dead. Most of you
Well, McFly, I believe you're splattered on the floor. Right where you belong. You think I'm gonna make this a 2-on-1 match? I just evened the score. You think I was gonna let you get away with thinking that you were gonna be the most popular person on the planet? Nuh-uh. But it's okay. It's alright, because you always be squashed like a bug under El Guapo's thumb. I believe in McFly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think
Well, unfortunately, Elijah McFly unable to compete because of El Guapo clearing the field. Hopefully this is some kind of difficulty that we can get worked out before next week's Super Show, because it is exciting, it is coming soon, and let's take a look at the final card for Foundation's next Super Show.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, but you didn't even know. Wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, even though I fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard.
That's right, folks. The calendar is going to turn into a watch pretty soon. 1 week away. Fate will be next Saturday. But before we get there, let's finish with here. Coming up next, TK3, the once christened Mr. Destiny, will be taking on Dash Mars. Let's get to the action.
Dash Mars. He still works here. I can't believe it. When they approached me about a match with Dash Mars, I honestly wanted to say, really? That jabroni is still here? We're still giving him TV time? We're still putting him in matches? He's still employed? I thought we were going to trim the fat from this company, and hey, that's not a knock against the guy's weight. I'm a pretty big unit myself. But I'm confident in my own skin. I become serious when the moment needs me to be. Once again, I'm here without Destiny because the suits came and took her away from me. But we'll get to them eventually, because right now I want to talk about Dash Mars. I want to look him in the eye, and I want to ask him, why have you been so lazy? Because you see, cast your mind back to December, we were in that 5 Golden Rings match in the night. I wasn't particularly feeling holly or jolly because I found out you were one of my first opponents, but I decided to make the most out of it. I took a chance on you, Dash Mars. I really wanted to help you. Because you see, a lot of my opponents don't want to admit this, but anytime they come face to face with TK3, whenever they're basking in the presence of the essence of excellence, as much as they hate to admit it, when they face TK3, they have a chance to reinvent themselves. Anyone who fights me, anyone who competes against me, they usually improve. They are systematically changed as a person because I make them want to be better. But they'll never be as good. They'll never be better than me. You walk a very fine line when you're facing TK3. You're either an Icarus who flies too close to the sun and tries to be better than TK3, and then you fall into the ocean below as the sun and the heat melt away the wax that are holding your fake flimsy wings together. Or on the flip side, you could try to forge your own legacy. You could try to make something of yourself. And hey, you might even get lucky and you might even beat me. And then there are people like you, Dash. I don't think I've ever met someone quite like you. You, my friend, have been procrastinating. You, my friend, are lazy. You, my friend, had not heeded my advice. You're comfortable remaining in your own little niche of mediocrity. You're 50-50 subpar ways. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. I am an uncrowned world champion. And when I get my destiny back, we're gonna change that ASAP. You, Dash Mars, you're nothing. Look at me. Look at me. You are nothing, my friend. Matter of fact, I think what you need is a complete and utter reinvention. I got the perfect thing for you. New name, new identity. You are now McLovin, my friend. Honestly, a one-note joke is way better than whatever you have going on right now. You're a waste of space and existence. You're not bad, Dash Mars, although you are horrendously horrible. I'm just better. Top guy out.
Well. Seems to me that Trent has been perfectly content with what he's been doing. See, everybody in Foundation doesn't give a damn about you anymore. They've easily considered you to be one of the worst promo artists ever in the history of the Foundation. But see, that doesn't bother me. Because that means it'll just be nothing more than an easy win against the man that's called TK3. But see, I've been hearing all the talk for months about how you are without a doubt the worst person ever. See, nobody gives a damn about your accomplishments. No one gives a damn about what you've done in general in the promo game. But they care about me. Because I am one of the most respected and one of the most well-versed promo artists ever to step foot in the Foundation. And see, while you're so happy just being a nobody on Blueprint, I've been working my way towards the top, battling through every promo company that I can and making a name for myself. Where I have been at the top level of every promotion, you just decide to stick down here. Because you know that this is where you fit best. You fit amongst all the other lowlifes who couldn't make it in the other promo companies, so they're stuck here. And you are at the very bottom of the barrel. But don't worry, I'll be doing everyone a justice when I beat you. Because it would be a total disservice if I wasn't the one who ended your promo career just like that. And that's not a threat. That's not a promise. That's not even a fact of life. That is a guarantee. Courtesy of the pinnacle of excellence, Dash fucking Mars.
And TK3 with the victory and the MUG of COFE. FFEE. Ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty more to see from TK3 coming up next week on Fate. But what we've seen right now for the last 3 weeks consecutively is Vagabond having to defend the Blueprint Championship, but he luckily has a night off today as Hollywood Haywood has handpicked a special opponent to take on Bobby Miller for the Prototype Championship. Let's get to this most outrageous matchup.
Doofenshmirtz Good Incorporated.
Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and those who can't afford Disney Plus. Tonight, you are not just mere participants in this audience. No, you are witnesses to a monumental event of epic proportions. This moment is so epic. You might want to set your DVRs. Or DVR is still a thing? I'll Google that later. Thanks to Hollywood Haywood, I have been loaned from WGP to make my Foundation debut against the Iceman. Now, I know I have a mystery of getting my opponents mixed up, but I asked Ness to make sure I got the right Iceman. All right, Iceman, eat Innator. Now that I am partially thawed and hypothermia has momentarily subsided, behold a saga of sorrow and redemption. Allow me to paint a picture for you, a tale of tragedy that has shaped me into the man you see before you. You see, once I was a wee young lad, we were full of dreams and aspirations in Gimmelstump. I wanted to be as cool as the movie stars and own a pair of sunglasses. But fate, oh cruel jest, saw fit to dash these dreams against the rocks of despair. I had to make my own sunglasses from old goat milk bottles and the nose hairs of my neighbor Zach, which I got in exchange for being his scarecrow. Yet another tragic backstory of it. I would never be as cool as the Iceman, but the cool and confident Iceman, skilled pilot, and very nice blonde hair. Man, I wish I could have been that cool growing up. Yes, Iceman, the very embodiment of everything that I am not. At last, his very existence served as a constant reminder of my own inadequacy, a bitter pill that I was forced to swallow day in and day out. But tonight, my dear audiences, tonight marks a turning point, for I shall confront the pain of my past head on and emerge victorious. I'm in a match. Yes, I am facing Iceman. Yeah, I know, not the video game character. Wait, you mean there's another Iceman besides Val Kilmer? Wait, Bobby Miller? Prototype champion? How have I never heard of him? Yes, I know, I was in a match with him in December. No, I don't remember him. Maybe I should get another brain scan after all the platypus pummelings. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Alright, where was I? Oh, yes. Iceman. I gotta go talk to Stess.
Black Wrestling Order.
Foundation, what is up? It is your boy, the Iceman, Bobby Miller, your Prototype champion. And today, I have the honor, I guess that's the most appropriate term to use since we are talking about a doctor, but the honor of going against Dr. fucking Duke. Now, I wasn't prepared to go up against Dr. Duke because when I got the call, I thought the highest possible outcome, because they said, Iceman, your next challenger is gonna be a doctor. I'm like, oh shit, somebody of high prestige, that's what's up. They was like, yeah, this doctor gets chronically beaten all the time though. And I'm like, chronically beaten? We must be going up against Dr. Dre. That'll be a dope promo for my championship. They said, no, man, that's not the type of beats I'm talking about. I mean, they always get sent to the house when they get on this camera and promo. So I'm like, how? I'm going up against Dr. House? I thought that show was canceled a long time ago, but I mean, it is what it is. They're like, no. I mean, they get their ass whooped. I'm talking about their asses torn piece by piece by piece. I thought, peace. I'm going up against Dr. Martin Luther King or some shit. I thought he was dead. They're like, no, Iceman, this is a doctor that's always around the promo verse. And then my mind started racing, and I thought I was going against Doctor Strange on some multi-madness type shit. They're like, no, Iceman. I said the fucking promo verse, not the multiverse. And then I got to thinking, oh, promo verse. We must be talking about Dr. Quack then. I guess after the house call, Dr. Quack must have wanted that smoke too. Let's get it. They're like, no. We're not talking about any of those doctors. Matter of fact, this doctor right here, the only win that he got was against some other soft ass promo artist wannabe. So I'm like, promo, soft, doctor, soft. We must be talking about Doc McStuffins then. I mean, I don't want to hurt the little girl because my kids love Doc McStuffins, but let's go there like, no, man. We're talking about Dr. Duke. And the air just let out the room. Because I know you all could have found a more worthy challenger than Dr. fucking Duke. The doctor that's always around here fucking shit up. The doctor that's always around here losing match after match after match because he doesn't fucking know where the fuck he is. Dr. Duke, let me tell you something, man. I love you. You're funny, but I think you bit off more than you can chew. I think that you're rising to a level that you're not ready yet, man. And that could be dangerous. Let me put this into doctor terms for you. You know, if you mix up too many chemicals, you put this chemical in with that chemical, with this chemical and that chemical, and this chemical and that chemical, and this chemical and that chemical, and this chemical and that chemical, all of a sudden you have a very toxic substance, and if you're not careful, you'll have some shit that'll damn near explode right in your face. Dr. Duke, I appreciate you rising up for the challenge, but this all just blew up right in your face because you're not finna win this prototype championship off of me. Nobody here is gonna win this prototype championship off of me. So with that said, next fucking body, please.
And Bobby Miller successful in his retention despite not knowing what the heck fire is going on with his opponent. But folks, the geeks and the pariahs over there in WGP have got their own special shenanigans showcase coming up in just 1 day's time. Let's take a look at what you can expect to see from our sister promotion. There we go, folks. Make sure to check out all the best of promo action. We got one more match left before the official countdown to fate. And it goes back to the Young Gun Invitational being populated with competitors, but a very special Mr. Wallace feeling left out of the deal. Now, the brass had to do something about this, and Mirai Psycho of Chosen stepped up to put the Mister in his place And that is our featured attraction of today's program. Let's take you now to Mr. Wallace against Mirai Psycho.
People always ask, Mr. Wallace, make sure you say them damn Mr. How are you so successful in this promo game? How are you, and how was your resume? And I've always answered that question with a simple, straightforward, and honest answer. The Mr., make sure you say that damn Mr. abides by a rule book. And it's not a thick rule book, it's a very thin book. It has one page and it has 2 rules on it. Rule number 1, no matter where you are or where people perceive you or how successful you are in this promo game, whether you're deep down in the lowest valley or whether you're climbing your way up that promo mountain or you sitting perched on the highest peak of this promo game, you must stay grinding because there's somebody out there hungry enough, willing to do the work, put in the necessary means to take you off of your position, knock you off your perch, steal your shine, and won't hesitate to do it. And rule number 2, a very simple, straightforward rule, but only the strong-minded can follow it. And that is stay true to YOU, stay true to you, stay true to yourself. And that brings me to my opponent tonight, because my opponent, Mirai Psycho, you, sir, have no issue with the grind. You have no issue with falling down, but picking yourself up, willing to get better, wanting to improve, to get to that next level so that your name can go down in the history books as something meaningful. See, but that's, no. That's not where we're having this issue. That's not where we're having this conflict tonight, sir. You have an issue with rule number 2 in the Book of Wallace, and that's staying true to you. See, I've come to know and appreciate Dante Black. A man of many flaws. See, Dante Black was the empty calorie potato chip bag of promo world. See, he can never fulfill his true destiny or reach his fullest potential, but we always knew that he was going to put in the work. We come to appreciate that, but now you have lost yourself. You have lost your way, riding with Ridian and the conscriptor, thinking that your chosen is going to flip a switch, changing your name as if that automatically makes you something great. What are you thinking, son? What don't you understand? See, you could take an ugly whore and put makeup on and she's still an ugly whore. Wipe the slop off of a messy pig and still a damn pig. You could take the toothpick off the mister, the sunglasses, the hat, and I'm still that same psycho son of a bitch that will not hesitate to murk any motherfucker in a promo match. But as long as you stay true to you, son, you can go far, you can be whatever you want in this promo game, but you getting lost and you thinking, stepping up to the plate and making yourself a roadblock on my way to success is foolishness, it's suicide, and you must pay the ultimate consequences, and you must deal with those consequences by any means necessary, and you must deal with what comes next, and that you will fall down this mountaintop because I'm kicking you off of it, because I will continue to grind till I become Foundation Champion once again.
What do you do when the fire gets too hot? You get too close to where you asked of and it starts burning your skin, singeing the flesh off. It's because fire is an element of beauty and destruction. In one hand, it creates noble moments, but in the other, it destroys everything in its path, turning into nothing but ash.
making it so everything you have in your mind, it just isn't clear anymore.
You see, and that's the smoke blowing around in your head, putting you straight up in the clouds, thinking that you're just some ungodly creature that cannot be touched. That you're some higher power beyond mortals. What, you think you're the only one deserving to hold that championship in your hand to you? Why? Because you held it before? Because the person who beat you was sadly took away from us in a tragedy, that you're the only one who was his brother? When they're all feeling the pain, the love lost from what happened? So let me ask you this, Mr. Wallace, if you're so deserving, why weren't you one of the ones picked to be in the Young Gun Invitational Fake Tournament? Why am I sitting there getting that moment when you so-called deserve that, right? Because you're part of Mayhem, the destructive force of this industry, a foundation? You guys are so great, especially you, Mr. Wallace, one of the mainstays of Mayhem. You ain't even got no gold around your shoulder. Why is Chosen walking around with the tag team titles and Mayhem isn't? Why doesn't one of your members have the prototype championship when Bobby Miller has been just destroying everyone who steps in his way? And if I actually remember, not too long ago, you had a chance to get that prototype championship against Bobby Miller. And what happened? He hung your ass out to dry. He whooped your ass. And here's a question I have for you. You always say don't forget the Mr., right? What happens if someone forgets the Mr.? Is this some unknown written commandment down in the scripture saying, if thou shalt forget the Mr., then the Mr. shall whoop thine ass? Last I checked in the scriptures, they didn't written down there. This is your ego feeling you to the top of the mountain where you're above the clouds where you can't tell the difference between your head and your ass of the shit that's spewing out of your mouth. You see, there's people who actually choose to show up and show out. What have you been doing these last couple weeks? You haven't been doing jack shit. So you've been failing. Sitting on your ass, getting knocked down every single step you try to make forward. While me, let's take a second. The match that I had with Bones, someone who was undefeated for 2024. Me, on a losing streak, was in every single match that I had for this year. Everyone doubted me, saying I was going to be crushed by the almighty powerful Bones, that his legacy was built too strong for me to end. But what happened? The future devil, Mariah Psycho, came around and took away his hopes and dreams and gave him his first loss of this year. The most unlikely person that anyone thought. So what happens when it happens again in our first encounter, Mr. Wallace? Well, I forget the Mister. I spit in your face and I disrespect you to the very point that you are pissed off, that you cannot think of anything knowledgeable, that you think with nothing but emotions, and it makes you lose control, Mr. Wallace. And that's going to be your downfall. Because I know you get the passion for us, but trust me, the way that I have it, the difference is you can't control it. You lose it. And you use it. When I just dig it in, I make it fuel me more to show that fire and that passion that I have, the drive to be one of the best. And it's why I'm here today. It's why I'm in the Young and Invitational while you're sitting there bitching, moaning, and complaining. How about instead of bitching, moaning, and complaining, stand the fuck up and actually show something about it? Because right now what's happening tonight is you're getting laid flat on that canvas. You're going to be the one looking up at the stars, wondering exactly why you chose this path. So I was chosen for a reason. That reason is to take this industry to a next generation, to become the innovator of excellence, the innovator of this generation. What are you chosen for? Cause mayhem? All you've been causing now is disappointments.
Yo, Mr. Wallace, we have a winner here. Don't forget to say the Mr. And don't forget to join us next week for the latest, biggest super show that you can imagine. We are going to have a new Foundation World Champion. The only way to see it first is to be tuned in on our YouTube channel. Be subscribed, have notifications enabled for a front row seat to the action. My name is A-List Alverson. Check me out at A-List Alverson wherever you like to consume social media. And we will see you next week. Thanks, y'all.